Good morning, everyone. This is your daily channeled message. This is Mary with Sayer Seer Tarot. Thanks for stopping by. I apologize for being late. I actually thought I had done today's video, so so I really apologize. I was like, because I like to listen to them because I forget sometimes what was channeled. So this is for August 7th, 2020, and so maybe it's me doing that, like overlooking that, is something about the message today. If you find that you're possibly feel like you've been overlooked, that it may not be personal, it may just be, that somebody was not paying as much attention as they should. And we all do that, we all kind of do that. And because it was my intent to be on time, to be reliable and all that. But so this is these are the Dragon Oracle cards. These are just major arcana right now. And so this is 14. This is the Temperance card. So see, we have the cool and the hot energy. It's like water and fire that we balance to bring actual balance in our life. So this is also, as I stutter, sorry, a card of Sagittarius. And it doesn't have to be, but so 14, it's the card number 14 also, and 14 adds up to 5. So it is a card of change. It's like bringing change. The imbalance creates change to rebalance. So sometimes there's something here about chaotic energy that may be a good time to bring our chaotic energy back into balance. Maybe we're doing too much and not putting certain things forward. Maybe getting with all the energy shifts. Personally, I'm just getting kind of exhausted and overwhelmed. So I actually have to sit in the quiet quite a bit, and just kind of relax as much as possible to get my energy back and create stuff, like make jewelry or write or whatever. So, and this is creative also, doing tarot. So, also something different, that my schedule changed this week, and I don't know if this is for somebody also in particular. When we have schedule changes, sometimes we need to make sure that we keep in mind what's already committed, what our commitments are. Okay, so here's an example. I started a new weekly show this week. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, so I was like, I'll try it. If it's good, I'll go back. If not, then I won't go back. So, and it went well. It was unexpected. So, I think in the happy energy, I kind of overlooked some stuff, in the busy energy and the chaotic energy. So anyway, that's just I'm just going to put that out there. So we're going to do a few tarot. This is a Deviant Art deck. We have King of Cups. So this is being emotionally balanced, and this is really good here right next to Temperance. This can be a water sign. It can be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Weird, I had all these other signs jumping in. Virgo jumped in, and was it Libra? Libra jumped in too. So I don't know if those are maybe somebody here, but it could be somebody embodying that energy. It's masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, though. Somebody who keeps their distance and is careful with their emotions, because once this King of Cups, this person here, gives their emotions, then they're committed. Okay, they're like they're committed. And so we have to be careful. There's something here about being careful what we commit to. Okay. The next card is Strength. Now this is interesting because this deck has like a glitch in it. It has the numbers wrong. So Strength isn't usually 11. It's a different number in regular tarot. But in this deck, it's 11. So actually, the 11 should be the card of balance, which is the Libra. It's the Justice card. So I think that I'm going to use this in two ways. I'm going to use this Strength card, so it should be an 8. So it's like mismarked. It's interesting. So we're going to use this as having the strength to rebalance our life and bring justice to us and others. Okay, and so that means that we balance of emotions, balance of light, the fire and water, and then strength and justice. It's interesting, how that works out. Okay, I'm not going to do any more tarot. I'm just kind of listening. There's something here about forgiving others for what we find we've done today or we're doing, and to consider what it is on the other side. See, for me, thinking I had this upload, and yesterday I actually uploaded, I clicked on Sagittarius instead of Scorpio. And I mean, I'm so grateful that my viewers, the Scorpios, were going, "Hey, you keep saying Sagittarius." I was like, "Oh, sorry," but those are mistakes. And on the other side of it, if we want to be forgiven, and everybody was gracious, they were wonderful. But on the other side of it, to remember that we make mistakes too. And I don't know who this is for, but there's something coming through like that. Sometimes we're overlooked or mistakes are made, and maybe it's time to forgive some of those. And I need to do that in my own life too. I've had some lessons like that. And the other readings that I've heard today, because I listen to tarot all the time because I just love it. The other readings I heard was about forgiveness, so, and upon that note, from our angels and ancestors, we have the heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. So opening our heart space to experience true emotion, and therefore forgiveness it's a great gift. It's a gift not only to the person we're forgiving, most of all to ourselves, forgiving ourselves for whatever we thought we did in that situation, like what I didn't see or what I allowed. And maybe if we can, a better way to forgive would be to consider that it was part of the lesson, and it would have always been the lesson, and we can woulda, shoulda, coulda all day long, but what has been has already been, right? One more card here. So, great teacher. So I'm getting this a lot in the readings. This is this like Christ consciousness type of teaching. It's a gentle teaching. You go through harsh situations and stuff that you don't know if you're going to survive. I mean, you feel like it sometimes, and sometimes it's like physical, but sometimes it's like emotional, and there's so many changes, and it rocks your world in different ways, right? But great teacher says, do not let it, and the heart guardians say, do not let it make you bitter. Don't let it make you afraid. Release what needs to be released. Understand the lessons for what they are, and know that you have more power than you realize, and that just start looking at a way to be more empowered excuse me, by having our emotions more in check. Then we're gonna vet people more, we're gonna vet jobs more, we're gonna look at situations different, all of that. Yes, I do put notes on my wrist when I'm kind of busy and I don't want to forget to do something. Anyway, so the great teacher says everything's connected. There's this mandala back here, and there's something about the sacred geometry. What we walk, what we think, puts that information into the grid, into the grid of our planet, and so we can use our peace and the love we have for ourselves and forgiveness, and we can actually put it into the planet. And so when you go for walks, you can say, oh, this is beautiful. And you can actually bring it, you can be the connecting piece of heaven and earth. Okay. And connect the line so we can bring more beauty down and more peace down and more. And how is that going to solve our world problems? I hear somebody say, it must start with love. If we start from a heart space of love, then everything else it falls into place easier. If we continue on, and I'm not saying anybody in general, I'm just giving an example. If we were to continue on with blaming another person or not taking responsibility for our part in it, that's it, for like decisions that led us to a place, right? Either whether it's personally or collectively, then if we don't take some responsibility, then we can't, that is still avoiding the whole thing. It's like resistance. So I don't want to go too deep in all that because I don't want to get all triggery, but just something to think about in a light, airy kind of feeling. If we looked at it a little bit different through our heart, what would it look like? And if we didn't remember what was done to us, how people hurt us or how this hurt us, if we just looked at it as, Well, if we're a lesson, how can we grow from this? How can we change it? How can we bring more kindness in, and not being, a doormat, of course, because that's just not going to work. That's just allowing somebody, ourselves or others, to be abused, and we're not doing that. You know what I mean? We got to just set boundaries and say, no, I love you, but I love me more, and so this is what I'm going to allow: A, B, and C. There's an example. Doing it with love. I love you, but no, for me to allow this to continue would be hurting myself, and now that I see it, I can't do that. But so that's how we forgive ourselves too, by trusting ourselves in the future. I didn't mean for this to be this long, but so I love you guys. Have a good Friday, and enjoy your day. We're at Lionsgate tomorrow. I don't even know that much about it yet, but I don't know, it's a portal or something to your heart, right? To your heart and energy and passion. So that alone, there's your heart. There's a great teacher there. So it may be, there's something here just about being open to gentle, kind experiences. And that putting your foot down doesn't mean that you kick people out of your life. And that's a really good one for me too. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.